Hi, my name's Lee Matthews. I'm a physiotherapist that works in the pain management team at Queen's Hospital. I'm going to guide you through a series of exercises that we call the gentle reconditioning exercises. They're based upon the work of Klaber Moffett, who designed a series of exercises called the Back to Fitness. I've tried to tailor these to a much gentler level, aimed at someone with a long-term pain condition. We know with long-term pain that the muscles get weak, joints can sometimes get stiff. So we've aimed these to be mainly ones that you can do either seated or standing. There's lots of variations there, and I'm going to guide you through the time frame. We'd be looking at you to try and do a maximum of 1 minute of each of these, so that's 10 minutes of exercise total. But it might be to begin with that you just start small and maybe do 15, 20 seconds or 30 seconds. So I'm going to aim to guide you through it as I exercise. Start gentle, start slow, and see how you find it. If you find it's really sore after you've done them, then it might be you've done a bit too much. You might need to find a little bit of a more gentle level. But have a little go. And I'd always say to start with the more gentle versions, and if you find it's easy, you can always progress. But there's no point making yourself sore unnecessarily. So start small, try and do things regularly, and alongside your stretches, hopefully these will help to recondition some of the muscles that help you with your daily activities. So we're going to begin here with marching on the spot. So find a comfortable space. You might well have a chair or a secure surface in front of you that you can hold on to. And let's get marching. And you might feel comfortable bringing those knees up nice and high. It's a good exercise for the legs, and it's also working our heart and lungs here. It's a nice cardio exercise. And if you find that's easy and you don't need to hold on, it might even be you pump those arms at the same time. So that's it. It's a bit of added cardio work going on there. So get some nice more. And that's the 30-second points. If you're only doing 30, stop now. The rest of you, keep on going. So march at a brisk pace for you. Keep on going there, hopefully getting yourself lightly breathless as a result of it. And that's the 45-second point, so stop if you're only doing the 45 at the moment. The rest of you, keep on going, you're doing grand. Nearly there. And stop, that's your minute. Well done, guys. So the next one is gentle knee bends. So keep in front of that chair or that table. And again, you can hold on with your arms with this one, feet about shoulder width apart, and do a gentle knee bend, poking your bottom out, and then back up nice and tall. So if you've got a grumbly knee, you might only go a really small distance with this, but if you're feeling comfortable, you might go a little bit lower. But again, work at your pace, and it's a gentle squat there, and then back up again. And this is the progression to it. There you go, arms out in front of you. And there's the 30-second point. So those of you only doing 30 seconds, you can stop now. So either holding onto the back of the chair or doing that squat with the arms up in front of you. I don't mind which. Keep on going. It's a really good exercise for strengthening the thighs as well. And for the 45 seconds, stop now. But the rest of you, you're nearly there. Keep on going. And you'll get to that full minute. There we go. Just a few more seconds. And relax. Well done. And the next exercise is sidestepping. So find a space where you can step 2 steps to one side and then 2 steps the other. And here we go. So pick the stride size that's good for you, but briskly 2 steps one way and 2 steps the other. And again, this is where it's good to have some music going on in the background. And to make it harder, you can add the arms as well, so that's extra cardio work going on there. And there's the 30-second mark. So keep on going the rest of you, either with or without the arms. And you should start feeling this in the tops of the thighs. And there's the 45-second mark. So those doing the full minute, keep on going, you're nearly there. Oh, he's given up on the arms. There you go, and there's your full minute. Well done. And the next one is a press up against the wall. So you stand about arm length away from a wall, and your hands are about shoulder height. And I want you to lean in towards that wall, doing like a press up, and push yourself away again. That's it. So you find a pace that's good for you, doing those press ups. And if you've got a bad arm on one side, then you might just favour one side more than the other, and that's fine. So we're nearly at the 30-second point, but keep on going. Just a few seconds to 30. That's it. So that's your 30-second point. So the progression to this you could do is like a prayer position, like a box press up there. So we've not got too much weight going through the arms there, but it's just a little bit more resistance than doing it in standing because you've got gravity on there as well. And that's your 45-second point. And keep on going. So either do them up against the wall or doing them in box press up position, and you've either got that 30-second, that 45, or that 1 minute increment. And there you go. That's the 4 minute, guys. Well done. The next one is bring the leg out to the side. So go back to holding onto the back of that chair or table, and we're going to start on one side, bringing the leg out, and notice the pelvis where the belt line would be stays completely level here. That movement's coming from the hip. So we're going to do 30 seconds on each side ideally. If you're struggling, we'll just do 20 though. So if you're only doing a little bit, that's your 20 seconds on one side. The rest of you keep on going. And obviously we've got another leg we need to exercise. So that's your 30 seconds. So swap over, guys. And the same on the other side. There we go. So bringing that leg up and out to the side. And again, you find a pace that works for you. It might well be one side's better than the other. That's fine. But keep on going there. So we're nearly at the 20-second point for those that are only doing the smaller increment. There you go. That's your 20. So you can stop if you're only doing the shorter increments. The rest of you, keep on going. Nearly there. And that's your 30 seconds. Well done. Okay, next one is alternate legs behind you. So again, still holding onto a chair, but this time we're alternating the legs. So we're one and then the other, and we're doing it straight out behind us. So this is a really good exercise for your bottom muscles. That's it. Keep on going there. So our glute muscles can sometimes get weak, and this is a really good way of getting them stronger doing this set of exercises. Nearly at the 30-second mark, and there you go. There's your 30. So you can bow out now if you're only doing 30 seconds. The rest of you keep on going. And we're nearly at 45 seconds. And stop there if you're doing 45. The rest of you, just a few more to go, and then you'll get to your minute. And you're probably feeling those muscles working at this point. And stop there, well done. And number 7 is pushing your hand into the opposite. So bring yourself back into your chair again. So we're sitting down in this one, and you take one hand and you're going to push it into the opposite thigh. So it's a bit like a isometric hold there, where you push and add a bit of resistance between the hand and that opposite thigh. So this is working some of the tummy muscles. So you work at your own pace. And there you go. That's the 30-second mark we've got to. So stop if you're only doing the 30 at the moment. The rest of you keep on going. So again, you should feel this along the tummy. And there you go. That's the 45-second mark. The rest of you keep on going for the 4 minutes. And there you go, guys. And that's your 60 seconds. Well done. So number 8 is sat on the edge of the chair, curling into a ball, and then sitting up nice and tall, poking your chest out. So that's it. So curl up as far as you can into a ball, really round in the back there, and then poking those shoulders out, poking that chest forward like a sergeant major. And again, curl up into a ball, and you find a pace that's good for you. But we're rolling backwards, curl into a ball, and then poke that chest out, stick the shoulders wide, and the progression would be to actually involve the arms as well. So I curl into a ball. Oh, there's your 30 seconds. You can stop if you're only doing 30. That's it. So I curl into a ball, and then I open up the chest and stretch those arms wide, or not, as the case might be. And that's your 45 seconds if you're only doing the 45. Keep on going, guys. The rest of you are nearly there. So curl up into the ball and poke the chest out. Next is a sit up in the chair. So sit on the edge of the chair again. Sit up nice and tall. So we're nice long spine there. And we're going to rock back on those sitting bones, keeping the back nice and straight. And sit up back and tall again. So my hands are sliding back on my thighs. My back stays nice and straight throughout this exercise as I rock back on those sitting bones. And you'll feel as you go backwards, you wait this time. So that's the progression, the arms up in front of you there. So if you're feeling that's easy, do it with the arms up in front of you. And there we go. There's your 30 seconds if you're only doing the half a minute. The rest of you keep on going. And hopefully you can feel some work from those tummy muscles. So either using the harder version with your arms up in front of you, or just keep on sliding those hands along your thigh. And that's the 45-second point. So for those of you doing the 4 minute, keep on going, you're nearly there. And that's your 4 minute, well done. So the last exercise is alternate arm lifts. So again, you can be sat in your chair for this one. And what we're going to do is we're going to practice reaching one arm up and then the other. So that's it, reach one arm up and then the opposite. And you might find a pace that's different to this. You might have one good arm that can reach further than others, and no worries. But we're going to alternate reaching up nice and tall with one arm and then the other. So the progression would be to hold something in your hand, maybe like a can of baked beans or a bottle of water. That's it, and there's your half a minute increment. So those of you stopping at half a minute, you're all done. The rest of you keep on going, either with or without a weight in your hands. Nearly there. And that's your 45-second mark. Keep on going, the rest of you. Always giving up on the bottles, there you go. Keep on going. Nearly the 4 minute. Relax. Well done, guys. Hopefully you got through those 10 minutes of exercise okay. So, looking back on what we've just done there, how did it feel? Did you find that you were okay with most of them? Hopefully you gauged a level that was right for you. So we set our increments of 30 seconds, 45 seconds and 60 seconds. If you found any of them particularly easy, then you might actually do a little bit more with the next time you do them. And if you found them hard, again, you can always drop back an increment with that. Also, with some of them, I was moving quite quickly with the sidestepping and things, and that was the pace that was right for me at the time. You find a pace that's good for you, and it might be you just did half of that amount, you might have gone a lot slower, and that's perfectly fine as well. So again, ways we can make it harder and easier is the duration of how long we do them for, how quickly you do the exercise within that time frame. And I also tried to offer a couple of different positions with each of them. So, there was a press up against the wall, but then there was also the one in the prayer position. And those are all things that give you grounds to manoeuvre and find things tailored for the level that's right for you. Because of when we filmed this, we didn't put any music on. That's partly for copyright, partly so you could hear what I was saying, but also so that you didn't feel that you had to match the beat of the music. You might have some nice tunes that you like listening to. Get some music on when you're doing these exercises and it will make it a lot more fun. You might even have people that you do them with, so when you're doing the sidestepping and stuff, you can do a few moves as well. They're there to be adjusted. But with all the stuff that we're doing, what you've got with this is a general, well-rounded exercise program that doesn't just look at one bit of your body. It's about strengthening everything from the arms, the legs, and our back muscles as well. And that's why I like it, because when you've got a long-term pain condition, it's not just one part of you that gets weak. When you've got a bad back, you don't move as much. When you've got a bad arm, you might not do the things you normally enjoy. So we get a loss of fitness that accompanies that, with our heart and our lungs. So we've already been giving you things like stretches to do, and the aim with this sort of thing is some gentle reconditioning exercises. It's about finding something gentle that you can do little and often. So you might have loved doing this, and that's great. But if you didn't, look at other things you might enjoy. All things like yoga, Tai Chi, Pilates, swimming, going for a walk. It might even just be going for a walk with a dog each day. But by doing things little and often, making yourself lightly breathless, then what we're doing is slowly getting those muscles a bit stronger. And that takes time. It takes a lot of repetition and time. So just don't expect that next time you do these, you're going to do double the amount. I'd much rather know that you consolidate any exercise over several sessions. And it might be that a few weeks later that you add a little bit more of whatever you're doing. So, you've got lots of grounds to manoeuvre with this one. You could do a little bit longer with each of the exercises, do a few more repetitions, or even change the position you're in. And I've even recorded another video as well, so this is level 2. There's a level 1 video, which has got much gentler things. So if you found this was too much, maybe go and have a look at that one instead, and you might find something a bit more to your liking with that. So when the lady set these out in the first place, she used to actually get people to do them every day. I mean, I'd say if you're doing things 2 or 3 times a week to begin with, I'd be happy with that. But what she'd actually get people to do is to write down the number of repetitions they did once a week. So your pain might not change with exercise, but what you'll find is you slowly start to get stronger. And in actual fact, it's a lot easier to measure that, and it's a lot easier to see it's improving than it is any sort of pain that you might be experiencing. So when we do these, we're looking for a little often approach, and I'm looking for you to do something that you're happy with, that you're lightly breathless, but it doesn't make you really sore for the rest of the day or 2 days afterwards. And if you found that was the case, then you need to just do a little bit less. But it might well be that every once in a while you count your number of repetitions there, and you might surprise yourself over time. And we know with lots of things that it can take about 8 to 12 weeks to start to see some of the things change in terms of muscle strength, but that slow and steady progress is exactly what we're after. So you need to find an exercise that's right for you. This might be one of the ones that you consider doing on a rainy day when you're not able to go out for a walk, but find something you enjoy and have a go doing it little and often. So hope it's been of help for you today, and good luck with your exercises.